And now, to make this moment truly special, I would like to invite all the participants who wish to address the gathering to step forward and share their experiences. Your words will undoubtedly add depth and authenticity to the evening.
Felicitating Professors Professor Chandani and Professor Anura and dear sirs, madams and friends. So I would like to say a few words about the two of them. I mean, they are very good friends of mine. And if I talk a little about Chandani, and Chandani has been a batchmate of my husband, and so we knew each other for years, and whenever I have a problem, I talk to her, and then she talks to me. So one interesting thing is my elder son used to call her Chandana, and she liked it very much. And when she calls my home, she cannot recognize my voice and my son's voice, and she will ask, is it Amma or Buddha? And my both boys studied from you too. And I remember once Chandani called, and then my son took the phone, and he used to call her auntie, and then immediately he called auntie, and then said, no, sorry, madam. So he found it very difficult to change from auntie to madam, but it was very easy with Tanra sir. Because he was the dean when they entered, so Dean sir was Dean sir, so it was so easy. And also, I mean, even though Namal said Anura sir was having a lot of girls around him, but as he says, I mean, he was very friendly with us. I mean, he's a friendly character anyway. And when we entered 6 months later, he said, after long time, he said, I waited, and your batch people didn't come, so I went to medical faculty and got my partner found. So he was a very friendly character, and he was demonstrating when we entered the university, and myself and Ayanti came a little late, but we were in his class, and we enjoyed his tutorials very much. And then I met him at the research lab when I joined Madam Kumar's group, and he was in Professor Kumar's group. And this is a story that I have heard, but I have not witnessed, in fact. And he was working on alkaloids, and then he was doing this separation in a 3-liter flask, and he has shaken the flask and then forgot to release the pressure and put it on the resting stand, and the cap has skyrocketed and then hit one of his batchmates' head right across his bench. So he got a blast of the story. So it was a joke. That was when someone takes a separating funnel, they will say, take care, this has happened to Anura. So, and also I remember Professor Kumar's group had a luxury of having a TA who was doing columns for them. So they took it very easy, and so Anura sir will come, say, and then do a TLC, and then go to everyone's bench and ask, is this one spot or two spots? So he will go around and ask, and then after a few days he will go to the Peradeniya, and then he will go with Nimal and then find some avocados and then go home on Friday. So again next week comes, the same thing happens. But he did his work also, and he got his MPhil and then went to Germany for his PhD. Yeah. And of course, I mean, Anura sir and myself, I mean, we are very good family friends because our children were of the same age, and my elder son and his younger son were in the same class. And Now, of course, his elder son and my elder son work for the same institution, so they are still friends, and they keep in touch as the way we do with these people. And I miss Chandani a lot because she went home, and I miss my partner to go for movies, and she promised me that she will take me to the studio in the city center, but we couldn't do that. And also I will be failing in my duty if I don't speak a word about their partners. And Anura, late Anura, had been a very good friend, and he was moving with us very well, and a very nice person, in fact. And Asoka, of course, the savior of all of us at medical needs. And every time we called her, even now, when a consultant says me something, I call her and ask, is this right? So that is the kind of spirit that that we maintain in our lives. So you two are retiring, yes, but it's not the end, and you will. Chandani has already begun her next journey, and Androsa will definitely do. And I wish you both a happy beginning and healthy life. Thank you.
I don't want to hold you, at least me, responsible for your evening's activities. Food and drinks are waiting for you, so I'm just the holding stick here, preventing you from enjoying that. But a great event took place today, the retirement of Anura and Chandani. I think all of us see the world through different windows, and therefore our interpretation of the same event sometimes vary. Hopefully all positively. In the years late 1980s, both Ratnayaka Bandara and I resigned from Peradeniya because of the JVP insurrections, that of course for other reasons, me for that. And there was a huge vacuum in the department. And the visionary leader that Professor Tennakon was, understood that and invited both Chandani and Arura to fill those gaps. And what a wonderful decision that was by Professor Tennakon to have brought them to the department. We miss him sadly. The conversations we had with them, and Anura and I, as friends, go back, not necessarily because we are males, not that I didn't know Chandani any less, but I knew Chandani and Anura in different ways, let me put it that way, right? So, fellow organic chemist, we did research together, we published together, and I, of course, retired from the department around 2008, I think, when I went to Colombo, but my formal retirement was much later than that. But, and I'm not a part of that Peradeniya family as Anura and Chandani are. I didn't have a illustrious undergraduate career in Peradeniya, but friendships are formed over and above and beyond these small differences. And it's fair to say that my enjoyment of the department and Peradeniya had also to do with the fact that I knew these two extraordinary individuals. You know, teaching or being a teacher and playing a long innings is not a trivial matter. I know, to the best of my knowledge, that Anura and Chandani were those teachers that students who have graduated have never complained or had any bad word to say with respect to their fairness, integrity, and the quality of teaching. You know, teacher, as Anura mentioned quite correctly, evolves in his or her teaching with every year you teach. You sit with your lecture notes, half an hour, as long as you can afford in your busy schedule, to think, what am I going to say today to my students? And sometimes when you read your notes over, even after 15 years of teaching the same thing, you might see something in a different light. And that happens to all of us. That's called evolution. And the quality of a teacher is that when you realize something in a different light, 15 years into your teaching, maybe you shouldn't run to the class and say it immediately. Because if you took 15 years to understand, surely your kids will not understand it the first time you tell them. So that teacher realizes the importance of holding back. Sometimes what you don't say becomes more important than what you say in a teacher's career, and to understand that you need to have taught for a long time. And teacher that Anura and Chandani were, you touch the lives of individuals, humans, and they may never remember you for having touched it. But that you touch them will stay with them forever. They may not even be able to articulate much later in life, why am I thinking like this? It is probably because of both of you, the way you touch to your students, but they will not be able to tell you. But you have made that indelible mark in the psyche of the students who would have changed their thinking because you taught them. Again, I don't want to be the person to hold the fun here tonight. Not that we haven't had any fun yet so far. We have. And my definition of retirement is you retire when you stop working. These artificial boundaries, the department head telling you your time is up, you have to go, all those are not that important. And sometimes you keep working, you keep doing what you like, and when you don't want, you stop it. We all stop everything we do. For me, and I'm sure it's a case for Anura as fellow organic chemists, there was a time in my life when I was very young, I'm sure the same is true for Anura, that I thought that I'll always have organic chemistry with me. Now I know that's not the case. There will come a day that you have to give up the most precious thing that you had with you all your life, even that will go. So that makes the most saddest in my case, I'm sure in Anura's and perhaps Chandani's case, is that as everything goes, your affinity for the field that we have so lovingly cherished over the years will also go. Nothing is permanent, right? Nothing stays forever. So you played a long innings, a good innings, and that's all you can ask for in any working life. Many will remember you. Lately, when people ask me, when they know that I've taught undergraduate teaching for decades, they ask me, what contribution have you made? I think hard, and I say, I have probably contributed to sending about 600 to 800 kids to the US, never to return. I'm sure Anura and Chandani thinks the same way. And that's not a bad contribution to make. You've made the lives of 600 to 800 people, humans, a good one, right? They are never to return means they are enjoying their lives elsewhere. And that is not a bad thing to do at all. And although we would have liked to have done nation building in Sri Lanka, sadly those opportunities were never there for us. But we don't control those events. All we can do is to do to the best of our ability what is within our control, which is the touch in the lives of undergraduates that we have under us, that their parents have given them to us to teach them so that they could become good citizens. And that's all I will say. I'm neither sad nor happy that Anura and Chandani have retired. I know that we will continue to meet the same way we have always met and maintain our friendships. But to all of you who have gathered here, I must give a vote of thanks for having shared this very important memory so that we shall remember this day for the rest of our lives. Thank you, Anura. Thank you, Chandani. Thanks a lot.
A very good evening to all of us, all of you. Many of you may know me, but for whom wondering who is this guy here, I'm Nalin. I'm working as a senior lecturer in Rajarat University, and I was from the Institute of Chemistry. I came candy batch, and Professor Anura and Chandani Madam, who taught me in my first 2 years in the course. And to mention about Anura sir, he was the main character or key figure who made my love to organic chemistry, who showed me how to visualize 3D images at the molecular level. So I'm not going to talk many things about him. And also one thing, he always appreciated that us. He says any answer, even very silly answers given, he says exactly. He appreciates it in such way. And the worst comment he made on me, I never expect this answer from you. To make a long story short, so you are my role model for teaching. And also one instance I want to share with you about, because many of you mentioned about how attractive him for girls. Almost all, we did not have much big group in our batch, but most of the girls has a crush on him. And usually they one incident one day, they kept some flowers on the table when he comes to the lectures, and what was the first thing he did was he took and he smelled it. It was a very happy day for all the girls. And to mention about Chandani madam, she's mostly a mother for us and a friend for us rather than a teacher. And whenever we come to the Peradin University, and she's the first one we go and meet, and always we had her kind-hearted treats for us. And even we had some issues with, we did not understand some lecturers teaching to us. So even we can tell to her, and we can get that courses changed. So she was so friendly and kind, and she is always so generous and kind-hearted. Thank you, madam, and thank you, sir. And you are retired, so I wish you a great beginning of a new journey. Thank you all.
Good evening, everyone here. My dear ma'ams and sirs, and all my dear friends, colleagues here. I'm very much glad to be here today, and thank you very much for calling me for this opportunity. So this is I'm very much privileged to be here. Dear sir, dear ma'am, I want to say a few words as my university life. So Chandani madam, I was only a student for the first years of my university life, and you were teaching me the thermodynamics there. But I must say that your words inspired me to become who am I today. So your words encouraged me not to give up at any point of the journey of chemistry. So thank you very much. I'm proud to say that both of you are a part of my education here, and I'm very much lucky to have you as my pillars in the education process of my life. And thank you for being the strongest pillars in the process of my education and making the journey so fabulous. I became a student of Anurasa when I was a second year student from the spectroscopy. That's the only course that I was taken from him. After that, I entirely stopped my chemistry journey as I felt. But it was not like that. I was being selected for one of his research students, and I'm really lucky to be a student of him. From 2020, I was coming through a kind of incredible journey in my life with my MPhil work in chemistry. So I'm kind of very much frustrated in the beginning because it was my first chemistry research experience and I was totally an apprentice for the chemistry research work. So there, from Sir, I learned discipline, attitude, and how to be super punctual and how to withstand with my attitudes and disciplines. And the most important thing, I became resilient to hold my skills there, and Sir taught me how to think like a researcher, what kind of competencies that we have to acquire in our journeys. Sir gave us a lot of knowledge and skills in order to maintain kind of a success in the career life as we wish. So, Sir, every time you motivated me, you inspired me. I learned discipline in every TLC spot I spotted on my TLC plates, and the bitter truth hidden inside my columns. Sir, you made me who am I today. So thank you very much, Sir and Madam. I wish you all the best for your retirement life, as well as may your lives be filled with well health, abundance and happiness. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Dear Honorable Sir, dear Chandani Madam, dear Sirs, Madams, and my friends. First of all, I would like to thank you, the organizing committee, for inviting us for this function. I would like to share a couple of memories for both Chandani Madam and Honorable Sir. My interactions with Chandani Madam are limited, mainly for courses, but even then, one thing I remember today, that she was never angry with us. Like even when she was upset, she never scolded at us. Like it remains in my memory today. And even though, as I mentioned, my interactions are limited, she always had time. I remember a couple of times I went to her office. I don't think she remember those. I had one time, I think I had a question. One time I went for a chemical or something. She was on her way out from her room. Still, she had time, went back, asked me to sit down, asked for it, and gave me suggestions. So even though the interactions were limited, I know she had time for anyone who need help from her. So, Andra Sir, and thank you, Madam, for all your support and guidance. Andra Sir, he's my undergraduate supervisor. Today, I always look for her guidance, look for his guidance, and he always supported me throughout my undergraduate career and even today. As he mentioned, we all talked about good things about her, but one of the early memories I had is that in one of his early lectures, we were late to the lecture. I think it was his first one for us, and there was a strike or something, so we weren't sure whether we should go in or not. So we were late about 10 minutes. So first thing he did was called at us and left the room. So that's one of the earliest memories we had. From that, for the next lecture, we were so afraid to go in. But he never keep those things in his mind, teach us very well. And the way he take our attention is not through threats or fear. like how he teaches us. Like that helped me basically when I went for my higher studies, only thing I thought, okay, whatever I'm going to select in what field, NMR will be there. So my field was protein NMR, mainly because of Amrosar. So, sir, thank you very much for your guidance. Even I came back, he gave me advice. Even today, he helps me in different ways. So, dear sir, dear madam, thank you very much for your guidance, and I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Thank you.
Very good evening to all of you. It's a great day today, and in fact, Anura was in his 4th year and Chandini was in her 3rd year when I entered University of Peradeniya in 1979, and Namal was in his 2nd year, and we were friends since then. And when I was selected to do my special degree in 2nd year, Chandini was in charge of physical chemistry lab. And in fact, she was so friendly that I could ask her the reading of the others from when I was doing practicals. So since then, of course, when I was doing my PhD in London, Anura and Ashoka visited us. Chandini and his brother also visited me there. So that is also some kind of coincidence. Andra and Ashoka came from Germany, and Chandini and her brother came from Japan. So then I returned. Actually, I was due to return in 1988. But when the universities were closed, I went back to do a postdoc, and I returned in 1991. So Chandini just returned. And a year later, I think Andrew also joined. And 3 of us basically were the youngest. And we did, as Andrew said, all this clerical work and everything else, as Professor Tennakom led President instructed. So we helped the department in many ways. And we basically looked after double batches also. And my first research grant was with Professor Chandini, Dr. Chandini. So we actually both of us got the first research grant from NSF, and we produced our first MPhil and then we were awarded the Young Scientist Award those days in 1995, I guess. And then my second research grant was with Anura and Viranja, and we did physical and organic research. So since then we were teaching, sharing our knowledge, and doing research together for a long time, more than 35 years. We are still friends, and we don't miss you, and you are here. Although you are retired, both of you are here, so I wish all of you, both of you, not a retirement, great retirement, very good life. Thank you.
And he was, I was doing some chemical experiment, and there was a potassium chloride that's spilled on, crystals spilled on the bench in the upper lab, and I wiped it by hand, and he came and he said, never to touch any chemical using your hand, always use gloves or a paper towel. And I remember that very well, and then even today, throughout my career, any chemistry work I do, I always remember that safety guideline. And also we used to suck pipettes instead of using the pipette bulbs to transfer acids and other chemicals. And he said never to do that. He's the first one, he's our 4th year. And he's the first one who instilled that safety precautions in our labs. And still, even today, it's in my mind how the safety is most important in chemistry. And so during that 7 years, even though it's a 4-year degree, did a lot during the campus time, and also, Dr. Andra was so great in the toddy match, and we had so much fun. And then I think in our 3rd year, Dr. Chandani came, and she was the star. So everybody had a crush, including me. I had a crush on her. And I saw her daughter was smiling when I made the comment. And she was from Corona, and during that time her father passed away, and we went to her the funeral in our batch, and several of us, was so sad, with her father's demise. And then she taught us a lot about the physical chemistry. And especially, I've never heard of liquid crystals at that time when she first started talking about that. And during my final year, DTB, Professor Tenakon, gave me an in charge to be part of he gave me a lab to be in charge for the 50th anniversary science faculty exhibition. And Dr. Chandani came and helped some of the students to do a liquid crystal display, liquid crystal experiment for the visitors who came to the exhibition. So these were some great memories we had at that time. And I was never fond of organic chemistry. I was always analytical chemistry mindset. I was never fond of organic chemistry, but Dr. Anura is the one who really instilled organic chemistry in me, Homo lumos and all of them. And then I said, oh, that's very interesting. Then I never thought of that way. I never thought organic chemistry as a logical aspect. I was always thinking organic chemistry is theoretical and a lot of, Katapada mainly, right? Mainly memorizing. But he taught otherwise. He said he actually taught us the beautiful side of the chemistry, and while Dr. Chandani taught us the beautiful side of the physical chemistry. So that has geared me throughout my career, and also I remembered one other incident. My girlfriend at that time, Samantha, right now my wife, she was from Colombo, not. So I used to cut lectures Friday afternoon and go to Colombo and come back on Monday. So Dr. Anura had a tutorial class on Friday afternoon, and he knew that, and I was a special student at that time, and he knew that I was missing. He observed for about 3-4 weeks, and he asked me. I said, "Sir, I'm going to her place, right?" So he rearranged the tutorial class to the Thursday or Friday morning, I don't remember, so that I would not miss. That type of individual attention he had given to students as well. And these are some of the memories that I can fondly remember. And one other thing I can definitely say is now I've been in the US for about 30 years, finished my PhD and been in the pharma industry. So far, I have brought several drugs to the market. So far, there are 3 drugs in the market that I have worked from end to end. One was a very recent one as well, which was a nasal spray for dry eye treatment. And so this was a company that I and five other people started, and I brought to the company. In 4 years, we brought the drug to the market. And one thing I always remember is the fundamentals that we learn at Peradeniya that always instill, and also the leadership and the integrity, and many things that we have learned from you professors who had put us in the right path to think right and go in the right direction. Additionally, I want to let you know one last thing is that during, every time when I come to know a Peradeniya graduate who is doing a PhD here in US, I always connect with them and I mentor them if they allow me to, and also I try to help them to find jobs, especially because in US we find that a lot of Indians, they help Indians. Nothing against them, but some Sri Lankans, we don't help each other here, especially in US, especially anybody want to come to the industry side. So I go after them and I call them, and especially from Peradeniya, I call them and I tell them, this is the way to go, this is how you do. I look at their CVs, I look at their resumes, I give them guidance, I connect with them, my network, and help them. And many of them are students of Dr. Chandani and Professor Dr. Anru. Right, so they tell a lot of beautiful stories about them. I said, yeah, and that's what they are. And thank you, Manadevi, for sending the link today for this one. And we remember our time at Wayne State. We were together, you, me, Samantha, Prem, and your daughter. Right. So thanks a lot for giving the opportunity. Thanks. It's pretty early for us, but thank you for giving the opportunity, and thank you for giving the opportunity to talk. And all the best for your next lives, next endeavors, Dr. Vikramasinghe, as well as Chandani. And I think that's enough for me, from my side. Thank you.
Good evening to everybody. I think I miss that twice. Just to that share that my words with you. Still, I don't feel that Andrew sir and then Madam Chandani are retired. So that much they are still that in our lives. And also then always I think that it is being continued. And a few things that I can remember, and also then I have to that admire is once actually I have met a bike accident. So it was actually around 7 o'clock at somewhere Gampala. And then that day nurses were on a strike. So then what to do? I went to Gampal Hospital, and then thereafter I was taken to Andrew sir's house. And then he took me to the hospital, and then he did everything for me. So likewise, that he is having very good human qualities. Even Madam Chandani, still I can remember, when I was having my final year presentation, we had a rehearsal. So it was actually that around 1 hour, but we had only 20 minutes. So somehow Madam actually didn't blame me, and then she asked just to me that short the presentation, and then finally I was able to make it. So likewise, both are having very good human qualities. And also, according to some psychological theories, good psychological relatedness and also autonomy support. So they are very good qualities of Madam and Sir. And then I have many things to share with you, but because of the time, I don't like to that extend it. And then I wish you good luck with your retirement life. Anyhow, always we are with you. And one thing I want to mention that one science education MSc program was under fire. And then Madam Chandani helped me a lot to that grab many students to the program, and then we were able to grab more than 100 students once. So in that way actually, always that she encourages, and also then both of them are helping our family life, personal life, everything, and also then academic career. So therefore that you are role models. So what we need is role models, and also I think that that caliber people cannot be found easily in the university system or many other systems maybe in this country. So therefore that while admiring your support, so I can request even our junior academics to that follow the same kind of that practice in order to help the university community and also the entire country. And in that way even you are helping the whole world as well. So therefore finally I would like to wish you that happiness throughout your life, and then having a very good retirement life. Thank you very much, and then wishing you that again great life. Thank you.
In honoring these two exceptional professors, we celebrate not just their individual achievements, but the collective excellence that defines our academic community. Congratulations to Professor Anura and Professor Chandani, and may their legacy continue to shape the minds of those who follow in their footsteps.
And now, to mark the end of this wonderful evening formally, I would like to invite Dr. Susanthi Jayasinghe to deliver the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good evening to you all, dear sirs, madams, and my dear colleagues. It's a great honor and a pleasure for me to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee as we mark the end of these honorable occasions. As the organizing committee, we have been privileged to take part in this event dedicated for two unforgettable lecturers who have been successful in teaching and mentoring Sri Lankan scholars currently working all around the world. I strongly believe that they are extremely proud about themselves while looking back at their journey. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Professor Chandani Pereira and Professor Anu Wickramasinghe for accepting our invitation and joining with us today. I hope today would be a day for you to remember in the years to come. Dear Madam and dear Sir, both of you have always been great teachers for me and for all youngsters, and I greatly appreciate your kindness and dedication. Most of us had the opportunity to work with both of you, and I must say it was not stressful at all. It was a very productive experience while learning many things that would never be learned from our academic programs. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, madam, for sharing your lifelong experiences and all the guidance given to all of us. Next, I would like to express our sincere gratefulness to Professor Manavadevi Ganehenige, the head of the Department of Chemistry, for her encouragement and valuable suggestions and the freedom given to us to organize this event successfully. Now we want to thankful to Mr. Kumara Wickramasinghe and Mr. Karuna Dasa and Mrs. Champa, I'm sorry about the name, Jayanandana, accepting our invitation and joining with us today to make this event more special to his brother and her sister. Dear Rumali and dear Tushan, we wish you could have been here today. We are thankful to both of you for your support to make this event so special. Rumali for your mother and Tushan for your father. Our sincere gratitude goes to all current and former department members who join in person or virtually to make this occasion a memorable one. And we gratefully appreciate all the support given by you in making this event a grand success. Now I would like to express our grateful appreciation to all our participants in person and online who have taken time out of their busy schedules to grace this occasion with their presence. Your presence has added an extra spark to this event and made it even more special. Your messages, wishes, and sharing the memories made this event definitely unforgettable. Next, I wish to extend our sincere thankfulness to all the colleagues, friends, and students who contributed for the valuable gifts presented today. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. Dear Pasidu and Viraj, thank you very much for volunteering your valuable time, especially during your exams, without any hesitation to share your beautiful gift of music with us today. Dear Musna and Pilapitia, your lovely voices made this event more live with an added flavor, and thank you very much for spending your valuable time during the exam period. Hesan, Hasanka, and Nuan from Computer Department, we appreciate your support in conducting the online event and preparation of felicitation videos. Dear current and former research students at Organic Research Lab, Tarala, Dhananjali, Jaimini and Dr. Dilusha, we thankful to you all for extending your helping hands to make beautiful decoration at this venue and for your participation today. Thank you very much, Amit, for helping me with the souvenirs in a very short notice. At last but not least, I would like to appreciate the organizing team, Professor Champika Hityarachi, Sampath Udayana, and Dimanti,
who joined with me spending their valuable time and efforts to organize this event successfully. This wonderful team effort is greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you all so much, and please pardon me if I haven't especially mentioned the name of anyone who have helped us for this successful ending. I believe you all had a good time and had a memorable day. Have a pleasant evening, everyone. Mic is open for the well wishes, so if you want to share your memories, now you can.
To liven up the gathering with a sweet melody, we would like to invite our very own talented singers, Pasindu Vijay Pala and Viraj Nimalasurya.
No vindino, menevi.
Thank you, Virajan Pasidu, for adding color to our event.
සුසුම් මැද සතුටු සිනා මැද භවය පුරා ළඟ ඇති එදත් මගේ සිත අදමින් කැපවි ඔබේ නමට මගේ හද තුළ ඔබ ඉන්න ඇති එරොගන්දායද නොසැලී නොතැවී පාදක හමුවේ ආවින්දා ජයගන්න ආත්ම ගණනේ පුරුදු ලෙසින් අපි අයුරින් මගේ හද තුළ ඔබ ඉන්න ඇති ඒ වින්දායන සෙනෙහි සිටි ආදරේ සොඳුරු අතීතය නිකල පැතුමගේ මගේ හද තුළ ඔබ ඉන්න ඇති ඒ වින්දායන සෙනෙහි සිටි ආදරේ දැසි බලාහිමි මම උසුම් සිනාකැයි අද පුරවා මින්දදහි සර වැඩි සැන අද ගම්බන දුක්කී ඔබට ඇසෙනවද නත්තන මල් අතුරා ඇති යහනට කන්ද කපාපා යන්තන් තුවක්කල් මුව මඩල වසා සිටි අන්ධකාර සලූ කොටින් මුදා මෙතුවක්කල් මුව මඩල වසා සිටි අන්ධකාර සලූ කොටින් මුදා එත්මිනි පහනි පහන් කරනු මැන මෙත්මිනි පානින් පහන් කරනු මැන අනාගතේ මම පෙතසාලා බින්දදවි සර රැදී සැලුම් නුවන දුක්දී උඩට සැනවරු චන්දනමල් අතුරා ඇති යහන කන්ද කපාකා යන්තු බින්දද ඊසර තරුපායන අහස බලාගෙන ඇයි ඔබ තව මගේ හදවතින් ආදරය සොයාගෙන එනක කුරුවැ සරදම් ඔබට තුන්නවේ එකම නමයි මාතන්නේ ඒ නම ආදරේ මලහින තුතියේ උපමාන සසදන්නේ ඔබේ නම ආදරේ සඳෙහි ලබතියේ මලෙහි කටුතියේ උපමා නෑ සසඳන්නේ ඔබේ නම ආදරේ ආදරේ සිවසරක පුංගීතය ගොනුවෙලා ගියාදෝ සිවසරක පුංගීතය ගොනුවෙලා ගියාදෝ අලුත් ලොවට ඔබ සතුටු දියුණු තරගරකෝ තනිවෙන්නට මගේ ලොවේ පුරුදු පාරුවෙන් ලැබුණේ සුදුරියට මායාවකි ප්‍රේමයමා හදවත මායාවකි ප්‍රේමයමා හදවත සෝකියකි කුකුම්පරවු සැනසුම කොයිලතෝ තනිවෙන්නට මගේ ලොවේ පුරුදු පාරුවෙන් ලැබුණේ සුදුරියට සුවපමාලගන්නේ තනිවෙන්නට මගේ ලොවේ පුරුදු පාරුවෙන් ලැබුණේ සුදුරියට නැත මට ඔබේ අත ගන්නට දැනි බැඳ ඇත ලබ සතරදසෝ එනමුදු උපදින හැම භාගයකදීම මතු ඔබ කරමින් ලබේ බඹරකු වන්නට නොහැකි බලත වෙන මා පියස ඔබ ලැබුණේ උල්පත වන්නට නොහැකි බලත වෙන මා පියස ඔබ අවසර නැත මට ඔබේ අත ගන්නට දැනි බැඳ ඇත ලොව සතරදසෝ ඔතුරිත වන්නට ලෝකයක් සොයා දෙන්න අපේ Sara